Hello, context traders. Today is April 30th, 2025, and I want to go over with you my trades for the day on QQQ. Now, I'm starting the day over here on a 15-minute chart just for perspective so you can see where we were opening up. Now, I was looking at this as a large gap down day. And so, whenever we have these gap down days, we have a couple of different things that could potentially happen. We could see an attempt for an immediate gap fill, and then we can get what we say is that snap and fail, or we could get a little bit of chop, get the gap, and the go. Now, my bias oftentimes is for the gap fill initial because I like to try to trade quick and aggressive. And in this particular situation, I was looking back here at this previous area of interest. So this is on my 15-minute chart here on the left, and you can see that we were still in bullish momentum, right? We pull up, we pull back, we go up, we come back, make a higher low, we come up, pull back, we make another higher high. We pull back and they were opening right in here. So I'm thinking to myself at the start of the day that I want to see support and go, or I want to see price get down, pull back, fail in this 465 area, and then make a run down here. So I'm looking for, right, either this, which is what we got, or I'm looking for something like this. Okay. All right. So that was my initial morning thought process. Okay. Let me clear those. No, clear those out. All right. So what are we looking at as we come in? So we open and we don't get we actually in the pre-market, I was watching in the pre-market chart, we were actually pushing up. And so I didn't know if this was going to just keep on launching, but it immediately fails and snaps back into the overnight moving averages. And we're in that zone still. And so we see a down bar down, elephant bar down. Next bar pops up, pushes down, but can't get follow through. And what do we know about no follow through, right? So oftentimes we talk about, anywhere from like 4 to 8 minutes, no follow through. Oftentimes, well, this is the first 2 minutes of the day. This should have pulled back 50%. Next bar should have gone lower. Didn't go lower, and I'm thinking I'm in my bounce zone. So as soon as this bar opens, this is the third minute, right? So this is the 6:33 a.m. Pacific time zone bar. It opens, forms this little 1 minute trident look, starts pushing up, and I'm in. And I get in, and I'm thinking if we don't clear 50% of that initial candle bar, I'm probably going to have to kill this trade or just leave it at break even and see if it forms an H. But it pops up, pulls back, pops up. We sweep the highs. Where's going to be the most liquidity? Most liquidity is going to be at high a day. So this really needed to impulse up, pull back, rest on top, and go if it was going to go. We pushed up, pulled back. I gave it about 10 seconds. It pushes up, starts to fail, and I'm out of that trade right there. Made a quick $1.25 in 1, 2, 3 minutes and a couple seconds. So nice way to start the day. I did miss this put though, right? This is a very logical put here. On the 2 minute chart, it looks really good, right? We come up, we push down, we pull all the way back up, wick off of it, we catch this here, and then boom. I did not get this initial leg out. So I'm sure some of our traders caught this one. This was a really nice put. I didn't get it. No problem. I'm still sitting here. I'm green for the day. I'm not jumping straight back into a trade just yet. So I watched this come down. I'm thinking, okay, that was good acceleration down. So we're probably going to get at least one pullback for a 1, 2, 3. And so what do we got? We pull back here. We pull back into the 50% area. Okay, so 50% for the day, looking good. All things confluences here. We're running into the 21 on the 1 minute chart. Let me turn this back to my 5 minute. So we take a look here as well. Okay. All things are looking good. This is pushing up. So there is some up pressure, but we're still below that opening 5 minute range. So I'm thinking all signs point towards at least one more attempt to get lower. So I jump in here. This is my 6:52 Pacific AM bar as we are falling down here. I'm in at right around 464, 60, and I get pushed down. We pull back in the moving average one more time. We hold, we get that final drop. Now, we did have news coming up today, and so I was mindful of that. And as soon as we got low of day and hesitated, I killed that trade right there. And that was another $1.70 in just a few minutes. We said, okay, let's hang out for a minute. Let's see what the news does. Did the news flash around here, catch a moving average, continue lower? Absolutely. But what happens instead? News bar pops off, gets higher, pulls back. I started looking over here. What do we have? We're bouncing into this area, right? So we are this prior low of day before this breach. So I'm looking at this as a potential false breach to the downside. We're getting a little bit of that inverted head and shoulders look. And I got in long right at about 464 on the penny, just about on the 10:06 Eastern, 7:06 Pacific bar. And we started to go up. We failed. And it was dropping below the 21 on the one, which I was not real happy about because I was now sitting about 35, 40 cents in the red on price action. But I still believed that as long as we held out this area, I'm still thinking anything in here, I'm still pretty okay with. I was even thinking about adding on if it wicked down in here, just a dollar cost average a little bit, knowing that if it got below this area, this low probably doesn't hold and it continues. But I just held my original position here, and this chopped around a little bit. Finally, we see, oscillators. We're getting higher lows here. We're moving up. Finally, this pops off and it breaks this structure finally. And once we get on top of this structure, see what happens here. Right. See this box right here. We get on top of that structure and we start flirting with taking out this guy. We get up above him. And then now we're looking at this area right here. What do we get? We get on top of it. So we're getting break, retest, break, retest, break, right? We're pushing up. So now I'm thinking, okay, definitely high a day. That's where the liquidity's at. We know that there's orders sitting above high of days and low of days. So when we get in here, we breach up, we get high a day, 1, 2 minutes, no follow through. I'm thinking probably pullback and maybe we get a break and retest on top of this. But in case we get a deeper pullback, I go ahead and exit this trade at about $3.80 gain. Thinking I am thinking of reparticipating already, but I want to be sure. I want to make sure that this isn't going to get deeper into the range and start to try to make its effort back to that low. Okay. But everything's looking good, right? We're getting this scoop and score look. We're getting this nice belly up. Everything is looking like we're going to come back into the moving averages on the 5 minute chart. And so I'm still very long biased. I just wasn't ready to hold this trade any longer. I wanted to see what happened. So we pulled back in, thought about taking a call right in here. I'd held off on this one. Again, I'm sitting kind of nice and green for the day, and I want to be very picky about my trades. And but this one was very enticing. But I was looking at the cycling back in right here. So I'll show you, get them all lined up. And so I was liking the look on the 1 minute chart a lot, this rocket bar right off the 21 rising, but I didn't like the look on the 2 minute. I didn't like how we had gotten so extended. And yes, the 1 minute chart can be very nice, but I find the 2 minute tends to be respected a little bit more when it comes to the 21 moving average. So it absolutely could have held right here, but we had this power leg up. It made sense to pull back a little further. So I actually held off on that one. Didn't take that trade there. I did, however, take this trade right in here because I just couldn't say no. This is my favorite looking entry model right here, folks. So when we have this strong bar down, this nothing burger bar forming that trident rocket bar push, and we start coming back up. I This is my favorite entry model. I like it better on a 2 minute chart than a one, but it works fantastically on any time frame. And so I love this entry model. I get in here, we come up, we fail at the high day, it pulls back. I had my stop creeping up a little bit. It took me out, and it was only about a 45-cent gain. So I probably should have just left my stop in down here, but we moved a good amount. We went from 467 up to 468.40. An argument could have been made, just take your dollar 25 and run. I was still thinking, look, we're coming up, and I'm thinking this narrowing state, we're going to push into that 200 eventually. So honestly, I didn't manage this very well. I should have either taken the profit or I should have left my stop here. I got stuck in between and ended up getting taken out. Uh, no worries though. I was in hyper green protection at that point. So my trading style, folks, like some people, whenever they get up early in the day, they like to scale up. They like to take bigger positions. I tend to do the opposite. I like to scale back. I like to protect a green. I like to have as many green days consecutively as possible. I hate red days. I hate losing more than I enjoy winning. So at this point, I've become a little bit more conservative, taking smaller positions, exiting trades a little quicker if I don't like what I see. But I did like this. I get my same entry model again just a couple minutes later. So we're looking here. This is going to be at the 7:57 Pacific um, time, right? And so same entry model. We have this is just pretend this is one bar down. We got one, two, and then we hesitate there. Just pretend that's one good push down. Rocket bar back up. We're coming up above the 21 again. Now things are looking a little bit better regarding the 2 minute chart, right? So we've got on the 2 minute chart, you have nice retesting now, right, into this zone. So it's looking a little bit better. It's holding, everything's pushing up. So I got back in right here in that 467.50 to 55 cent area, and we push up, pull back. Now it holds, boom, up. And now this 10 is just getting respected, just bing, 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 bing. It just keeps going. Not my best trade management typically is the slow, like 45-degree angle grind on a call. Those tend to be the ones that I'm like, am I in? Am I out now? Should I get out now? Should I get out now? So I was just managing to the 10 and the 21 here, looking if I saw a strong impulse close without an immediate pop back, I'm probably out. And then once we started getting in here, just grinding up, I was thinking one last impulse into that 200 makes sense. And so when I finally saw this capitulation, a little bit of displacement, right? So see here, right, we have space, but it's respecting the 10. Finally, we get that boom, take off. As soon as that thing tapped the 200, I was out. And it was right at about $3 move. And we immediately snap back. We do find support here to come back into it again. But I decided to shut it down at that point. I was, good day for me. Six, almost $7 there, eight, seven, like around $10 total for the day. Super happy with that trading day, particularly, and I'm done with my day by 8:24 a.m. Pacific. Now, this did look nice here as a potential continuation, right? Because we're getting through that narrow state. So something in here um, might have been worth taking a shot at. Obviously, we get that displacement immediate failure, and so it starts to tuck back under. And so this is dead to the downside. But look what happened here. We got up, tapped that 200. Well, we know where our sources of power, 21, 200. We get through, close the circuit, starts to fall away. So we'll see what happens the rest of the day. I'm done. I'm shutting it down. I just wanted to pop on here to talk about these trades real quick with all of you. And if you find this video is helpful for you, if you're learning from these, please take a moment, hit that like button, subscribe so you can catch all new videos. Shout out to my man Surgical. Thank you for posting yesterday, helping in our community. And remember, folks, as always, I'm not trying to tell you how you should trade. I'm sharing with you how I trade. If you can learn from that and you can find little things to add to your own trading plan, that's the goal here. Okay. So, best of luck, best wishes to all of you, and I will see you next time.